So I'm Professor Erik Backus. I am the Director of the Construction Engineering Management Program here at Clarkson University, and I'm in charge of the Construction Engineering Management Program here at Clarkson, which is a professional concentration within civil and environmental engineering. At the undergraduate level, some very unique aspects are the Construction Engineering Management Program, as I mentioned, is both curricular and extracurricular or co-curricular. So one of the big parts of that is we have extensive support from corporate America, where we do field trips outside the university where students go out and visit construction sites from as far away as Denver, Colorado, to New York City, to Boston, and around the East Coast elsewhere. We also have the Meet the Pro series, where we bring professionals from the construction industry onto campus, and they speak about their history, their background, and how they got to where they are in their career, so students can learn firsthand from the leading professionals in the industry. And then beyond that, we also have several special opportunities for capstone projects or other projects that go along with the program to complete your degree. And so during a senior design project with civil, the construction students will focus on estimating and scheduling projects. And they also have the opportunity to compete in the SPEED team, the Construction Engineering Management SPEED team, which competes regionally and nationally in construction estimating and scheduling. So the Construction Engineering Management Program, whether you're at the undergraduate or graduate level, is probably one of the most highest demand programs we have at Clarkson. We have a 100% placement rate for the last 5 years out of the undergraduate program. We have yet to have a situation where a graduate student wasn't able to get propelled further in their career. Kind of positions that you will start off with out of the undergraduate would be like a field engineer, perhaps an assistant project manager at construction companies, as well as testing firms, as well as civil and environmental, or even architecture firms where they have construction management as part of their practice, as part of the design practice. A couple misconceptions. One, a lot of people think of the aspects of building as simply engineering is just sitting in an office in a cubicle and looking at a computer screen. I couldn't say more that construction is really the place where we get to go outdoors and have fun. One of the great parts of it is typically the students that come out of this have all that capability to be the designers. They could sit in front of a computer screen and do those kind of things, or do the calculations and do all those things, but they also have the ability to go out in the field to judge with themselves, use that engineering judgment to enable projects to go forward. So a huge misconception is engineering is just behind a desk. This couldn't be further from the truth. When it comes to construction, it's all about going out and having fun. I think the other misconception that often happens is that when you start looking at engineering degrees, that they all are going to be so focused on just numbers and technical stuff. We find that the people that gravitate towards construction are people. Reason for that is because to build things, you need to be able to work with others. And so really this is an opportunity for where you can take a STEM degree, which is not just math and science, is also being able to work with others to get a project accomplished. And I think that's a key part of construction. So absolutely, one of the things we encourage our students to have experiences well outside of the norm. So if you're from a local rural town in New York State or Massachusetts or one of the parts of the Northeast who's coming close to near Clarkson coming here, you can have experience in England or in China or wherever else in the world. We not only have semester abroad students who do that successfully, we also have placed students in internships internationally where they actually work at a construction firm around the world. So a lot of folks think about a future in construction, and there's kind of two major pathways. One is kind of what we call the traditional blue collar, to use the phraseology, or trades focus, and that is very laudable and people should certainly pursue that. But if you're looking to make the step towards leadership, management, having the technical chops to be able to really go toe-to-toe with the design engineers and broadly with owners, you really need an engineering degree. And having an institution like Clarkson, which is so strong specifically in civil and environmental engineering and broadly across all the engineering disciplines, gives you that well-rounded technical capability to be able to really stand toe-to-toe. But the advantage of doing it at a place like Clarkson with an engineering program like that is also you get the business benefits of Clarkson and the School of Arts and Sciences that bring the human dimension in. And so studying at a university is really important to become a construction leader. You can certainly go other paths, but this is certainly the best path for most people that want to be successful in the industry. And we have great industry leaders coming out of Clarkson that demonstrate that fact. So one of my first and foremost jobs is to be there for the students. And one great way, of course, is having a really strong open door policy. If you come into the office, I happen to work in the civil and environmental engineering office, so I have two admins there that can certainly get you scheduled for an appointment, but most often my door is just open. I'll always encourage students to drop in when they can, stop by and see me. I'm glad to help them out. I have dedicated office hours that I also provide that are for the students. So these are times where I'll be sitting there waiting for them to stop by. Certainly I can work on other things, but this is time for them, and so that's what we do. But the other beyond that is also being very involved in activities that they're involved with, whether that be speed teams here at Clarkson or other aspects of the curriculum that are clubs and activities, or being an advisor of a sorority or fraternity. And these are also ways we engage with our students here at Clarkson. As a faculty, I really enjoy that, as it gives me an opportunity to see students not just in the classroom where we're focused on the academics, but also as people that are growing and learning as a person and having that lifelong learning opportunity. So for me, Clarkson engineering is special because it is no longer just an example problem. The students have the opportunity to really delve into problems that are in the world now while they're in school. And to me, I think that's a key aspect about engineering at Clarkson. We are not just giving you a canned problem in class every day. We have opportunities to share with you real problems that real people need to solve. And so from day one, you have the opportunity to look at that. I think the other aspect of it is back to, we have a core set of alumni that share with us their needs as well as wanting to give back by coming on campus and supporting our students. So for instance, we have Don Nims, who is a civil and environmental engineering grad from several years ago, who's supporting a project that they could have solved with their firm, but instead decided to bring it to our students. And he's not just giving a project, he's actually mentoring those students throughout the process. So you have the industry contact, you have the opportunity to work on a real world project, but beyond that, you have the opportunity to grow as a person and grow with people that have really good experience in the industry and you know where you're going and what you're trying to do. So I think the biggest thing for construction engineering management is understanding that the program is geared towards trying to put out the next generation of construction leaders. The construction industry right now has a serious problem with trying to attract the best talent. We have a serious need in the nation to rebuild our infrastructure, and that's going to require professionals who can do that. And so this is a kind of place where you can learn those things, and I would say it's probably the best place where you can then practice it before you even leave here and be really enabled to have a successful career.